Oh yeah, Black Sun and the Hizzle, all for shizzle dizzle. Second video of today. Y'all see the title? Does France want that smoke? Does France want that smoke? Hmm, I have this title because of NATO. NATO being I want to say the big three of NATO. NATO has, well, I would say big four, but Trump is considering walking away from NATO. So I want to say big three. That being England, France, and Germany. England, France, Germany. The big three that war. Oh, war, go to war. Let's look at France. I'm up and down countries in two other videos, but let's start with France. Does France want that smoke? Well, based on France's recent departure from Bikini Faso and what other African country? Niger. Based on these two countries in Africa, I would say no. France does not want that smoke. Let's look at Russia, who is a major power, major nuclear power, and who is at war, who is now getting their experience, got their feet wet because of the current war or current situation in Ukraine. I wouldn't even say war, the current situation, conflict in Ukraine. I would say no, because France walked away from Bikini Faso and from Niger. And Niger and Niger and Bikini Faso said, France, go goodbye bye. Y'all need to go goodbye bye. And so they recently this year, last year, it was last year, about 6 months ago, right around that range. Um, France willingly just left. Well, when I say willingly, meaning they got the warning from Africa saying, hey, Niger and Bikini Faso, y'all need to get up out of here. You guys are colonizers, whoop-de-whoop. You guys are the evil colonizers, and you guys got to leave our country. And so, yeah, France ended up leaving with no resistance, no pushback, no nothing. France just left. I just finished watching the last video. Oh, okay, Relax Star Sport. Thank you for watching the last video. Thanks for the like and share. Yeah, after I watched, when I looked at the last video, I thought about France, and I'm like, yo, because France keeps pushing Zelensky, keeps pushing the Zelensky, and they're not the only ones. It's not only France, it's England and it's Germany. England, France, and Germany, again, the big three of NATO, keeps pushing Zelensky for war. But again, France, they talk about, oh, NATO, they're puffing their chest out like they want that smoke from Russia. But how could you want smoke from Russia when you didn't want smoke from Bikini Faso? When you didn't want smoke from Niger? Relax and Talk Sports, are you aware that Bikini Faso and Niger demanded France get up out of their country, and France just left without a shot fired? According to some, these are third world countries. Bikini Faso and Niger are considered third world countries, and France just up and left. So apparently France didn't work that smoke with these third world countries, which has plenty of resources, by the way. Don't think because they're third world countries that they're poor in resources. They're very rich in resources. But the point that I'm making is that France didn't offer no resistance. So, but you want to puff your chest out and want to act like you want to step to Russia. I find that laughable based on your actions in Niger and Burkina Faso. So, um, yeah, like starts, but these I'm gonna just do these shorts from now on. Just do these quick shorts because they're to the point. It's to the point, man. It's it's straight to the point. I'm looking at all these news shows and the negotiations and this and that, and people are taking too long to explain stuff. It's very simple, man. France don't want that smoke. They don't want no smoke. Plain and simple. Based on their actions in Niger and Burkina Faso. If you don't know that situation, look it up. They Burkina Faso, they were evicted, uh, given eviction notice by two different countries at the same time. So Burkina Faso, Niger, I think it was a third country. It might have been a third and fourth country. I'm not sure, but they tried to get Nigeria to buck. Was it England tried to get They tried to get Nigeria to buck, but nothing came of that. Nothing came of that. So yeah, they tried to get Nigeria to buck against Niger and Burkina Faso, and nothing happened. So there you have it. Look at the core NATO, look at the big three, and ask yourself, out of the big three, England, France, and Germany, France is in no position to talk any kind of shit towards Russia when they got their asses evicted out of Nigeria and Burkina Faso. So with that being said, y'all, um, we got to look at the actions of these countries. These countries puffing out their chests. Look at their actions. France, you're not looking so good right now. Macron, hey, Mr. Blackson. Hey, what's going on, Chubbs? What's going on, Chubbs? Yeah, Chubbs, I'm just here uh, looking at France's track record getting kicked out of two countries, Niger and Burkina Faso. Two countries in Africa that France didn't want no smoke with. They didn't want no smoke. So it's interesting to see France now puffing out their chest. But it's funny, Macron keeps patting Zelensky on the back to have more Ukrainians die, I guess, because I don't, you know, they talk about, oh, the French troops, the French can do this and that, but they didn't do all this and that in Africa, and Burkina Faso and Niger. So I'm like the state of Missouri. You got to show me. You got to show me. You talk that talk. See, one thing about America, we learn throughout our history that a lot of people do a lot of talking, and it be the ones with the most talking that have no action. And we can clearly see that France had no action when it came to these two African countries. So, with that being said, y'all, thanks for the likes, thanks for the shares. I'm going to have more videos. As it comes to me, I will have more videos. Thank y'all for showing up. Let me give a shout out to everybody in the chat, Relax Talk Sport, Chubbs, and everybody else. With that being said, they tucked their tail. They sure did. They tucked their tail, and now they talking about they won't smoke. They puffing out their chest towards Putin. You might want to rethink that, France and Macron. Putin saw what you did in France too. It's just like, and I hate to say this, what Biden did in Afghanistan. What Biden did in Afghanistan, Trump said it emboldened Putin. Don't you think Putin feels emboldened after Niger and Burkina Faso gave them their eviction notice without a shot fired? I think there was a shot fired, but it wasn't much of a conflict. I think one person or two people got killed. You know what? Don't quote me on the casualties, but France got up out of there. It took them less than a week. A week after the damn eviction notice was handed to them, it only took them a week to get up out of there. So about a week, I would say about a week or two. It didn't take very long. It did not take very long. Those goddamn French soldiers got up on the helicopters and whatever mode of transport and got up out of there without any as far as I know, without any resistance. So that concludes this video for today, man. I think, France is selling wolf tickets, and We know by their actions, it's a fact that they ran up out of Niger and they ran up out of Burkina Faso. So again, it's there. It's clear as day. Putin sees it. We see it. Macron, sit your butt down. Sit your butt down. With that being said, I'm out, y'all. Peace.